We're learning here the Halakha Psuka, and we've been learning recently about the sanctity of synagogues and different aspects that have to do with having respect and what do you do with the synagogue and or with objects that are used for a Sefer Torah. You have to be respectful to them, and they continue to have Kedusha. How do you deal with them? Then the Halakha Psuka goes into another subject here. The Chovah Shel Ir. What about a public street or public square? אף על פי שעה מתפללים בו בתעניות ובעמדות, מפני שהקיבוץ רב. Even though people pray there, sometimes when there are many people that come to pray, let's say ta'aniyot, if there was a fast day, Mamadot, there was days of assembly, when the place gets packed in the synagogue, so they would have a space outside of the synagogue, they would hold even prayers in the street. The question is whether that place where they prayed gains sanctity. So there is no sanctity that is gotten by that area in the public street or public square. Because it's only temporary use. And they're not designated specifically for prayer. Also houses or courtyards where people sometimes gather to pray. There are sometimes some homes where they pray, let's say Friday night. Or let's say there are many Jewish people that live in an apartment building, they might set aside one of the apartments to once in a while, maybe even Friday night, let's say, to daven there. Question is does that place gain sanctity of a synagogue? No. They don't gain sanctity of a synagogue because they were not set aside for only prayer. Except it was just only occasionally or temporarily. Just like a person could pray in his own home, and by praying in his own home, that home does not gain the sanctity comparable or equal to the sanctity of the synagogue. Musar, if you argue with a hacham, with a sage, don't be upset if he wins in the argument, because you will learn from him and grow in wisdom. If you win in your argument with him, what are you going to gain? What are you going to profit? But if he wins in the argument, you actually will have benefited from the fact that now you'll know what you did not know before because you will have learned from him. So we learned a portion of the Halakha Psuka and a portion of the Musar today. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.